Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, today school is in session. Okay, first we're going to go over. This is one of those things where they give you the books, the paper, the pencils, they teach you, and then there's a test at the end. But we're going to do this kind of the quick way. So, you see the pattern here, you see the tanks. Yep, 15 on our side, 15 on the enemy side. Somewhere under this XSplit Gamecaster thing that's right in the damn way of my mini-map, there's 15 enemy tanks. So, you got to look at the layout of your tanks. We have one heavy, myself. We have a medium, a tank destroyer. A medium, a tank destroyer. Two arties. The E5, that's a medium. Centurion 1, medium, and a medium. So, the enemy team has a heavy, a medium, tank destroyer with a turret. The E4, I kind of consider that almost like a heavy tank because it's got pretty good armor and it's turret and it's got one wicked gun. Centurion 7-1, that's medium, if I remember right. Conway, wicked gun, tank destroyer, two arties, a heavy, a medium. KR Ripper Pattern, that's a medium. 44 medium, WZ-132 light tank. So, if we counted those right, that's one heavy tank on our side and like 3 or 4 on the enemy side. So, what do you think our team's going to do? There's 2 sides of the map. Your heavies meet over here, and sometimes you get tank destroyers back there, and you'll have on our side over here some tank destroyers back here. Heavies usually clash right up in this area, and then some of your mediums go over here, and a lot of times a scout will go up in here and try scouting early, anything over this side or that side. So what do you think our team does? Oh, time's up. What do you think? Yes, they're all fucking retards, and they all go one way. All over there. Now, as the match starts, I continually click help, and you can draw maps, little arrows and stuff on this, and little cool pictures on your mini map. It's really cool. And you can draw little things like when you see all your heavies, your mediums going this way, and you can actually highlight over them, and you draw like this. You can draw an arrow, and it says, like help, and you even point an arrow to where you need the fucking help. And do you think these morons actually stop and come over to help me? Why? Why would they? Because obviously their mini maps are none. That's gotta be what it is. When Wargaming made this game, they made it an option to be able to install a mini map. That has to be what it is, and most of the people just don't install it, I guess, because they're a bunch of fucking retards. And if you look, you got a Unicom player. Okay? So you would think when you got that many people that have that good of stats, they would fucking take their head out of their ass, hear the suction sound, and go, oh, look, there's one side with one tank going that way. Actually, 2. We need to go over there and cover that side too. Do you think that happened? No. Why would it? Nope, all these retarded morons all go one way. So anyways, that was your quiz, and I was your instructor, Tank and Trucker, and we're going to go ahead and start the match now. And, I don't know why that stays on like that. I'll speed up the countdown a little bit here so you can watch the ensuing clusterfuck happen. We somehow, and I don't know how, pull a win out of our asses on this match. I don't know how we won it. But we're going to watch. Okay, they all got mini maps. They're looking. And look at all of them. Every one of these fucking idiots going one way. Look at them all. Except for we had one scout. Like I thought he'd go over here and he'd try and scout early. I don't remember if he scouts up and turns around, goes to the right and cuts back. I can't remember. But look at that, the whole team. The only person that had come with me is an FV4005. A tank destroyer with one wicked-ass gun, yes, but like a 20-second load time. It's a lonely world in a heavy tank when you have brainless mediums that all go one way. Good thing was their scout here in the WZ-132 is an idiot because I was able to whittle him down to over 1,000 points of his hit points gone here in the first like 30, 40 seconds of the match. We'll say the first minute because the minute's gone. So I'm able to pop him there. I wish that FE would have hit him because he would have finished him off. And I thought, okay, WZ-132, I just plugged him. He's half dead. He's not going to come back this way for more. I'm watching my mini map. I'm like, huh, I could be wrong. He's going to come back. I'm like, this guy has got to be crazy. And I'm like, I wasn't quite ready to shoot. I thought, damn it, I missed my chance. Nope, he drives right in front of my gun. Wasn't that nice of him? And then we got all the heavies and the tank destroyers and stuff on this side now. With me and an FV. Oh, actually, let me pause it. I think there's actually a medium back there. We actually had one other medium come this way. Who the hell? Kudos to, oh, who is that? Drdaihin. Dridahan? I mean, boy, I'm sorry if I chopped your name up. And the TVP VTU, thank you. I didn't realize you were back there. We actually had one medium that has a mini map and used it and decided to come over here and try and help me. It's a freaking miracle. Holy crap. Because you can look on our mini map, look at our whole team. All of them right over there. The only thing we got over here is myself, the FV, one medium, and our scout that is doing the smart thing, getting the hell out of there. He ain't stupid. And so far, they've got an IS-4, T-95, IS-3, T-110E4, and you're going to see another tank destroyer pop up back here. I think it was their convoy, because I put a round into him in a little bit. Versus myself, a medium tank that penetration, he's a tier 8, penetration isn't the best, and a tank destroyer that has absolutely no armor. So let's continue. Yep. So there's the convoy back there. He wasn't moving, so I thought, I might be able to put a round into him. And I did hit him. I ended up hitting him for 500 and something. Yeah, because you see him backing off now. He just got plugged a good one, and it doesn't have a lot. It's got 1,500 hit points, but Conway has a really good gun, but again, it has no armor. So basically, it's just a kind of a game of cat and mouse here. You can see we got Arty support, thank goodness. If we didn't have that Arty support, I think we'd have been in a lot of trouble because those guys would have just rushed right around and we'd have been in a whole lot of trouble. I think, yeah, our FV, I mean, you can see that thing is big as a house and it has no armor. Of course, my round hits him in the commander's hatch and bounces, but he's able to put his round right in. Where did he hit me anyways? Thought he hit, oh, he hit me in, yeah, that was my own fault. Well, I have to aim in though. Hit me right here. I thought he actually hit at my lower plate. I was like, how in the hell did he hit me in the lower plate there? Anyways, this T-95 is just itching to come around the corner. And that's what I was saying at the post-game stats. Not a good idea when you're in a T-95 to try and come up and face hug stuff, because the T-95 has awesome frontal armor, but it's got also 3 really bad weak spots. That lower plate, it is tiny, but you can hit it. And the 2 commander's hatches. And you'll see me just plugging away at his commander's hatches. And that T-110E4, I knew he was coming up there, but when you got 1 tank on your side and you got 4 tanks in front of you, you got to keep your eye on both of them. I was trying to protect the 4005, so I pulled out in front of him so that he wouldn't get hit. And you can see I was doing a pretty good job of keeping him covered, but they were still trying to take shots on him because obviously he's got a bigger gun. T-95 does put one in my lower plate. That's where I got hit by the FV4005. You can see his gun actually hit me right there, and it's not even really, how the hell it did hit me. He must have, it hit, that's all I can think of is he's dead now. So all I can think of is when he went to pull the trigger, he got hit by already a tank. Something bounced him to actually shoot me right there. Because, I mean, I knew he didn't do it on purpose. But, yeah, felt bad for the guy. He tried, he tried. Thing's got a hell of a long load time, very inaccurate gun, and absolutely no armor. I've got the 4005, and I've only got maybe a handful of matches in it. I play the 183 like crazy. I've got almost 1,000 matches in that, but the thing's got some armor, and it's not as big as a damn barn. But anyway, so now it's down to myself and the TVP back there. It's kind of, he's already half dead, and the gun's not good enough to really probably pen an IS-4, T95, and it's going to have trouble with a IS-3 and definitely an E-4. So it's pretty much myself against 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks. And that E-4 is coming right down, right on my side. I think he puts a round right on my side, actually, here in a minute. I rammed into me. I'm able to fix my track real quick here. But I thought IS-3, I don't want anybody going out of this fight without a scratch on him, so I'm figuring I'm going to at least fuck him up a little bit. That damn T-95, he's just, the E4 is gold slinging APCR rounds on my side there. That's nice. But T-95, he's, he's actually an AP, but yeah, he should have been shooting gold rounds. I was able to take him out, but unfortunately, I've got 3 tanks that are shooting or getting ready to shoot me right in the pooper. And I've got 15 hit points, so the odds of me living with one of these 3 guys shooting me in the ass is very slim to none. So it's just a matter of a few seconds and kaplow. But it's like a cat fight. I didn't let any of these guys come out of here unscathed. Killed the 95, the IS-3 took a chunk out of him. The IS-4, pretty good chunk out of him. The E-4, a little chunk out of him. I didn't let any of those guys walk out of there without some battle marks on them at least. But yeah, I said fucking shit asshole team. I get so pissed when this happens, and it's funny. You wouldn't think it happens as much as it does, but it happens all the frickin' time, where your team all goes one way. And look at these guys are back here. There's absolutely nothing back there. I mean, look at this. They're artillery in a convoy, but they're all staying right back here, running the red line. There's no reason for them to even be back there. They need to be coming back up here to try and stop them from capping us. I mean, our Artie is freaking running for their dear life. We got a STA-2, Tier 8 over here trying to chase down a bunch of Tier 9s and 10s that he probably can't even pen if he wants to. And then there's our T-95 slowly going towards the base. He should have stayed back here and tried to cover freaking artillery. I mean, what the frick? And when he's seen everybody going one way except for 2 tanks, 3 tanks coming one way, he should have definitely taken up a defensive position back here in the bushes, haul down with that 95, and just riddled the shit out of him. I wonder, I don't even know how much damage he did. I'll have to look because, well, it'll be interesting. But I don't know how we did it, but our team actually goes on to win. By the skin of our teeth. I mean, we were winning like a pretty good, decent amount here, and yeah, we end up pulling this one out. I couldn't believe it. I was really surprised. I think a good part of his artillery got over here where they were safe enough to be able to start dropping rounds on these guys over here. That myself and the 4005 were able to put a hurting on and get them pretty whittled down, and they were able to finish him off. And you can see the arty rounds plowing in and stunning them and knocking the snot out of them. So, oh, I tell you. Anyways, yeah. So for this college course, I won't even charge you any money. It's free for being a World of Tanks member, a card-carrying Worlds of Tanks member, and just goes to show you, you can't all go one way. It doesn't work. I don't care what map you're on. You can't just all go one way. It's not feasible. It just doesn't happen. But all they got left is their artillery, and he gets finished off here in a minute. And yeah, so take it for what it is. But like I said, if anything, just don't all go one way. It just doesn't work. But you guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield. And if you want to hold on for a minute, there'll be some post-game stats. Alrighty. So how we won that match, I will probably never know. Um, as many times as people have played this game, as thousands of matches as people have, and you saw all the tier 10s and 9s and 8s in that match. Why do people insist on all going one way? One fucking way. I mean, myself and a 40005 that has absolutely no armor, hell of a gun, but no armor. We're the only ones going that way. The whole way there, I'm clicking help, help. I'm drawing little signs on the mini map, little arrows pointing help over this way, help, and not one fucking retard came over there to help. It's like, are they blind, stupid, just retarded? I don't understand. Do they not have, every one of these games are made the same. Everybody has a mini map. It's on the same side. I don't know if you can move the damn thing. You can make it bigger and smaller. Maybe some people need to make it the size of their screen because I just don't understand how. I mean, when I see somebody going one way and I see the rest of the team going the other way, I tend to try and go help that person and veer to the other way so that one flank is not completely wide open or only has one or two tanks, protecting that side so that they can't just crawl up your ass and just cap you or flank the rest of the morons that went one way. I mean, how stupid do you have to be to not see that or do something about it? Pretty fucking dumb if you ask me. Fucking morons. I don't know how we won that. I really don't, but somehow we pulled it out of our ass. But anyways, so I ended up getting a Master Badge 3rd class, Fire for Effect, Bruiser, and a high caliber for that match. Blocked 2 rounds from the IS-4 for 880. Knocked out his track. Hit him once for 500. T110E4 knocked out his track and hit him for 633. Conway sitting in the back there, hit him for 496. T95 knocked out his observation device as commander, hit him 3 times for 1348. One thing, if you're a T95 player, my biggest advice for you is don't push with it. Not like that. Because when you are close up and you got a heavy tank in front of you that would, at a distance, probably not hit your commander's hatches or your lower plate because it's too hard to hit that far back. But when you are nice enough to drive right up in front of my gun, where I can put round after round in your weak spots, I'm going to tear you up. Like this guy learned. He did bounce 2 off me for 750. 750? He must have knocked my track off on one of those. Because 750, that's the average damage of the gun in one shot. So, yeah, it had to have been one was a track shot off me and one was a none pen. That's all I can think. But hit him 3 times for 1348, finished him off. Hit the IS-3, knocked out his track, and hit him for 469 and WZ-132. That dude was a flaming idiot. Scientist Bob? Scientist Bob. Might want to learn how to play a scout tank because that dude drove around. I put 2 rounds into him, knocked out his commander, and hit him twice for 1,030 within less than the first probably 40 seconds of the match because he was driving around like he was on crack cocaine. Maybe he's one of those scientists that makes drugs or something because he must have been on some good shit. Jesus. We did 4,476 damage, got 1 kill. Base experience for that was 907. I did shoot all premium rounds. I wanted to shoot some standard rounds, but you just can't. When you need every round to penetrate and you got 5 friggin' tanks in front of you or 6 tanks and there's you and one other tank trying to protect the flank, and the tank that's with you, his load time's like 19 seconds. It's a little hard to shoot premium or standard rounds so that you can bounce one here and there. I had 12 shots, 12 hit 8 pen, 4,476 damage, distance of more than 300 meters, so it was 496. That was on, I believe, the Conway. Got hit 9 times, 5 pen, 4 bounce for 1,630. And we spotted 2 vehicles. Destroyed 6, excuse me, damaged 6, destroyed 1, or rather destroyed 6. And damage with our assistance was 848. We did get hit by the FV4005 that was next to us. It's got the same gun as the 215B183. He didn't mean to shoot me. I know he didn't. I don't know if he was rammed or if he got hit by Artie or what happened, but just as he pulled the trigger, the round hit me. So he whittled off like, I think it was like 600 and something in one shot. It was an accident. 676. I mean, he apologized, and I knew it was an accident. I mean, I actually saw when it happened, his gun kind of cocked to the right just as he pulled the trigger, and I was like, fuck. So, yeah, if I wouldn't have lost that close to 700 hit points in one shot, I probably would have been able to stick around a little bit longer, but unfortunately, shit happens. But all in all, it wasn't too bad. I only lost 246 credits because most of my rounds that were shot did hit and did pen, and also made a little bit of credits off him for accidentally hitting me. But anyways, yeah, if you take anything from this video, please, 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 guys, I don't know how many times I say it, don't all go one way. I don't care if you're in a medium, a light tank, a tank destroyer. If you see everybody going one way and you got one whole flank open, stop. Take up a good defensive position if you have to, but stay on the side to help the other side get covered. You can't all go one way. I really don't know how we pulled this off and didn't lose. I really don't. All I can think of is, and not to pat myself on the back, but myself and the FV were enough to, at least hold them back. And, I think I saw some Artie rounds flying in. So, wait, was there Artie in that match? I'm pretty sure there was. Yeah, there was Artie in that match. So, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I saw some Artie rounds flying in. So, yeah, kudos to the artillery guys for backing us up too, because I think that's about the only reason we did win. Because if they would have pushed through us and didn't have us there to try and hold that side, oh, we'd have been done. I mean, I could easily have just turned and went with everybody else, and we'd have lost that match. Guaranteed. They'd have been on our cap. They would have taken out our artillery. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. You can't all go one way. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.